All right, so this is going to be a quick video on my thoughts of everything that has happened. And the first thing I'm going to say is that I really blame the media for a lot of these things, and I also blame people. There's a lot of blame to be had also for the fear mongering on like I said, on both sides. I mean, both the fear mongering you get from the people on the right and the left, especially on the left, especially from the media, is any of these people that are feeling threatened, white males and things like that are feeling threatened, and white nationalists kind of get into things. You know, they definitely have a point when you can constantly bash straight white males every single chance you get, and the media just sit back and laugh and things like that. Now, does that mean that the person has any kind of right to go, or any a good reason to go do acts of violence like this? Absolutely not. But I will say that it definitely contributes to it whenever you're constantly demonizing this group of people. And when you constantly demonize this group of people, one of the things that you do is you give ammo to the people, the white nationalists that are going to sit back and constantly feed into this. This is what you do. This is the media. This is what the media has done. This media has told, it's the same as it has with, as far as they're telling black people that the cops are out to get you, President Trump's a racist, this and that, blah, blah, blah. This is what society is doing, and it is tearing people, it's tearing us apart. Social media, the news and things like that, just is tearing this freaking nation apart. It is what it is. And it's all for money. All the people on the ground, me, you, and most of us watching this and things like that, we're not getting any money out of it. These people are. These people are profiting off of constantly upping the level of noise that has been that they're putting out. Now, what I will say to people that talk about Antifa and they talk about white nationalists, and they'll say, but Antifa hasn't had as much violence as white nationalists. They haven't. Okay, so if it's a numbers game, if it's a sheer numbers game for you, here's my question. The question will be this: if it's a numbers game and numbers matter on what's the bigger issue, then why do we constantly talk about when someone black gets killed by the police as opposed to somebody white getting killed by, or I'm sorry, as opposed to black on black crime? One happens a whole lot more than the other. Why aren't we worried about the black on black crime? Oh no, because it fits what makes the money is the cop or the white person killing a black person. Because, like I said, this is a debate tactic to excuse Antifa or left wing violence or left wing suppression of speech and things like that. This is a way to try to just explain that away. Well, the white nationalists have done something. They're actually killing people, so that's way worse. Okay, well, since if that's the case, then why can't we just say that that black people that black on black crime is a lot worse? A great example of this is, and when I say debate tactic, is when you'll have black people talk about, well, there's more. Whenever we talk about welfare, they'll talk about there's more white people on welfare. Well, yeah, there's more white, and they'll say, but well, there's more white people on welfare, and the answer to that, of course, is because there's more white people, right? So then, whenever somebody comes back and says, well, there's more white people shot by the police every year than black people, and the black people will come back and say, well, that's because there's more white people. Exactly. You've used this debate tactic, and or you've used it. You're only seeing this the way you want to see it. This is where it is. The same with Antifa or left wing violence and left wing suppression of free speech, and a left wing's demonization of one race that they figure is at the top of everything. This is where we are. Why is it okay when it's black on black as opposed to white, as opposed to a white person shooting a black person? Why is that okay? Why is it okay when Antifa or kicks and beats people and things like that, but then it's less bad? So that's what we want to point out, as opposed to white identitarian violence. Two things could be bad at the same time. All of these things could be bad at the same time. We can walk and chew gum, folks. And if we really want to sit back and focus on what's the bigger issue, then why can't we do it whenever it fits? Why do we only have to focus on the bigger issue whenever it fits your narrative? That's my comment on that. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. All right.